Scottish fishermen are furious after Brussels offered to give the UK a quota of their fishing catch of which Britain is already the legal owner. Leader of Scotland's fishermen Elspeth MacDonald said the EU is acting like a bully who steals your lunch every day and expects us to be grateful for few crumbs he hands back. Ms. MacDonald, chief executive of the Scottish Fishermen Association, said Brussels must wake up and smell the fish. The Scottish fishing leader made this remark after EU negotiators offered to give the UK fish of which we are now the legal owner. Michel Barnier, the EU's chief negotiator, has arrived in London to renew negotiations about a Brexit trade deal with his UK counterpart Lord Frost. Reports from Brussels suggest Mr. Barnier informed member states the EU had made an offer to return between 15% and 18% of the fish stocks that EU fleets would take from British waters. Both the EU and UK hope for a conclusion to the Brexit talks within the next week. If no agreement is made, then both sides will be forced to walk away and face the consequences of a no-deal Brexit. Writing in the Daily Telegraph, Ms. MacDonald said the EU's position on fishing rights and its paltry offer on fisheries to the UK was not acceptable. She said, "Let's cut to the chase. The EU is playing a dangerous game over fishing and it is them who would get hurt most. If trade is in balance, access to waters is not. They rely on fishing in our rich waters much more than we do in theirs. When it comes to access, there is a gross imbalance on how the fish are shared. The threat of making the UK pay a ransom for merely acting in a way that the EU itself acts in its relations with other countries or coastal states is the wrong way round. They say that if we don't give them what they want, the lion's share of the quotas in our waters and unlimited access to catch it, then we can forget about selling them our fish. No, they are at it. And they've got it wrong. The coronavirus pandemic has not restricted the two sides from meeting face to face for renewed talks. Mr. Barnier, before he traveled to London, tweeted, "In line with Belgian rules, my team and I are no longer in quarantine. Physical negotiations can continue.